Job was a wealthy man who loved God and wanted to follow God's plan. One day, Satan came before God. God asked Satan if he had noticed Job. No one else on earth is like him. God said Job was an honest man. He feared God and turned away from evil. Job only follows you because you protect him and bless him, Satan said. If you take away everything Job has, he will not follow you anymore. So, God gave Satan permission to take away everything Job had. But Satan was not allowed to hurt Job. Satan sent men to steal Job's animals. He caused Job's children to die. And one day, Job lost all of his wealth and his children. But Job continued to follow God.
Satan came to God again. He said, "If Job gets sick, he will not praise you anymore." So God gave Satan permission to make Job sick, but God did not let Satan kill Job. Job became ill with sores all over his skin. "Do you still have faith in God?" Job's wife asked. "Curse God and die." But Job said, "That's foolish. How could we accept good things from God and not trouble?" 3 of Job's friends came to visit Job. Their names were Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar. Job's friends did not comfort Job. They said, "Job, you must obey God. If you do what is right and stop sinning, God will give you back everything you lost."
"I haven't done anything wrong," Job said. Job wished he had someone to talk to God for him. He wanted answers because he did not understand why he was suffering. Finally, a man named Elihu came to speak to Job. "God is greater than man," Elihu explained. "He is not silent. God always does what is right." Then God spoke to Job through a whirlwind. God asked Job, "Were you there when I made the earth? Are you the one who told the sea where to stop? Did you decide when the sun would rise or when the snow would fall? Did you put the stars in the sky? Can you tell the eagles when to fly in the sky?"
God helped Job understand that God is all-powerful, sovereign, and good. Job could not completely understand God's plans, but he could trust God. God is in control. Job was sorry for doubting God. God gave back to Job everything he had lost and much more. Job had 10 more children, and he lived 140 more years. Job got to see his grandchildren and great-grandchildren grow up before he died.
Job suffered and wanted a mediator, someone to bring him to God. This reminds us of Jesus, who suffered even though he had never sinned. Jesus is our mediator. He suffered to pay the price for our sins and put an end to suffering on earth. Jesus brings us to God when we trust him.